Hey, Rick from DreamSideOut. How many times have you heard someone on YouTube say, "It's been a long time since my last video"? Well, first of all, I have to just admit right up front, I know I'm a really bad YouTuber. I'm just lazy about putting out videos, and I get caught up in my project and just find it hard to do the project and the videos at the same time. That's a poor excuse, I know, but that's what happens. We had several weeks of really strange weather around here in the Pacific Northwest. You probably heard about it. It's forest fires. We're just making everybody sick from the smoke. That slowed me down a little bit on the van build. And then the other thing is I had to stop and address some mechanical issues with the van itself to keep it on the road, because I want to get this thing thoroughly roadworthy before I go on any kind of trips and just, head out on my own. So I basically, it was in the shop for a couple of weeks getting the rear axle rebuilt, and then I got some more work I need to do on the front end. So yeah, that's the reality of buying a used box truck that was once a fleet vehicle. They have issues, and you just got to put money into bringing them up to speed. That's all there is to it. It's just part of the deal. But I want to take you around a tour on what I've done so far on the van, where I'm at on it. It's come a long way since my last video, actually. I'm getting very close to being ready to move into it. So let me show you what I've done. So let's just take a look inside. As you see, just from a general look inside, there's a lot of stuff there that wasn't there before, right? As you see, I got benches on top of here on these boxes. The lids are done. These are nice clear cedar planks that I got. I like the smell of cedar, and I thought that would be nice for the interior of the van. As you see, I worked it in so that it fits right under the table. The table folds down and cantilevers right out. I think I showed you that before, but I'll show you that again in a minute. These benches are also lids. They fold up. Of course, I got a bunch of junk in there right now. And close back down. I use leather for hinges. Leather makes really nice hinges. I thought that would be a good idea. It's easy to use. I just got some leather, stock that was already cut to that width at a leather shop in Seattle, and it worked fine. These lids come all the way off too. They fold up, but they also come completely off, so I can get stuff in and out easily. Right now it's just full of junk. Same thing on the other side. This one opens up a little differently than the one over here. This one had to open, further out. As you see where the hinge opens past the table there, because I had to have the table land right on top of it. Just to give you another look at the table, you'll see that this comes out, just holds out with a friction. You undo this clasp, and the table comes down, and it just cantilevers out like that. And it works pretty good. I'm really pleased with it. I like sitting at this table. It's nice, nice tabletop. And see, I'm sitting on the bench right now, so somebody can sit on this side, somebody can sit over there, somebody can sit there. I can actually have people around the table. That's kind of what the idea was about it. The other thing you haven't seen before is the door. I put a sliding door in there. The door hangs from this rod, and the reason I have it hanging is that I can grab it and lift it up, and it just lifts right out. I can pull the door off so that it won't get jammed shut. If I'm in here, I can pull that door off really quick if I need to get out. But it slides along here and works pretty good. I got it finally to be a little more quiet. It would squeak pretty bad. I'm working on that. But also, the other thing I got to do is seal it around the edges. I'm putting some tape sealer as a light seal around the edge so that makes it more stealthy so light doesn't show through. But anyway, the reason I did this is a nice plywood. I can lean against this. You know, I can lean against it and it will hold me. So if the door is shut, it's not gonna cave in. Okay, let me talk about the bed a little bit. First of all, this is my sleeping bag. I'll deal with that in a minute. Tell you a little bit about that. But what I got here is a trifold twin size mattress. I got that off of Amazon, and boy, I wish I had it. What was it? Millard or something like that. I wish I meant to have the. I'll put it in the description what the brand of this bed is. But it's really cool. It was only like $140, I think, for the mattress, and it's a trifold. See, it folds up just like that. So now it's folded up out of the way over to the side. And now I can just, you know, lift my panels up and get under there and get to my tools and everything that I'm storing under the bed. And as you see, it fits perfectly into the bed because I designed it for that size mattress. And it was a little longer than the bed, but that's okay because it squeezes right in there. And I think the fact that it's a little longer kind of holds it in place better. And it's very comfortable. I've taken naps on it. I have not spent the night in here yet, but I think it's going to be a very pleasant sleeping experience. Now for the sleeping bag, I decided that for my, you know, the discussion about insulation, well, here's my insulation, folks. This is a 0-degree sleeping bag from Cabela's. Big old puffy hunter's bag, you know, that you use in hunting tents and stuff. It's not a backpacking sleeping bag by any means, but it'll take me down to 0 degrees. I think it'll get me through the winter just fine. And you know, I'm going to put a cover. I have a sheet that goes over this too. But anyway, that's my bed. Now for some other details. You'll see along the top here, I put a kind of a shelf with a fence on it. And that's all I'm going to have. There's no cabinets with doors that open this time. I thought that was kind of an annoying thing in my last van, even though it looked kind of cool. Everybody commented on it, but functionally, it wasn't that cool. It was just a kind of annoyance. And I'd rather have, you know, a way to just put stuff in there, have it out of the way, and then I don't have to worry about doors coming open or anything falling off because that fence will hold it. This is just some I made this out of oak with some thin meshed wire to hold things in. That way I can see through it and see what's in there, you see. And then I put a hanging rail under here. I found that in my last van, I always needed places to hang something. I can hang some hangers with clothes. I can hang towels up to dry. All kinds of stuff. Okay, so I got these vertical pieces here, and you might think that, I don't know, you can still see the sides of the box truck, which are kind of dirty and used looking there, you know. Those pieces right there are 32 inches perfectly that way, and then there's 3 sections. So I can fill those in with something that looks a little better. But it's mostly an aesthetic thing, and that's about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. They might be panels with different colors, or some decorative panel, or maybe paintings. I don't know. I could put anything in there. You know, and then I'll put something in the background up there too, just to, you know, kind of cover the ugly looking wall. But anyway, I'm not going all out on paneling and insulation and all that stuff, as you already know. This is very simple. And on the other side, this is still in work. I still haven't put the fences on these shelves yet, but same deal over there, shelves like that. And one thing I'm going to do, this is something I'm going to try this time in the van. Somebody on one of the forums advertised this little submersible, fully submersible 12-volt pump, and it fits right inside one of these jugs. And so I thought, hey, it'd be fun to try having a little sink, you know, right here, just a little bitty sink, and I can pump water up and, you know, put a straight pipe going right out the bottom. No gray water tank this time, just a pipe right out the bottom. And the sink will just come out to about this far, just a little bitty one, you know, with a little faucet. And so that's kind of what's coming next. I'm gonna see if I can work that out. Things kind of come into mind as you go along on these things, you know, and that's where I'm at right now on it. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Okay, so that's where I'm at with the van build. I'll keep you posted. I thought I was going to be done with it by now, but I'm just behind about 2 or 3 weeks. That's the way things go, you know. But anyway, the next sequence is dedicated to a couple of people who made comments. The comments were, they expressed how bored they were by watching certain parts of my video where I'm sawing boards and things. And I want to say that I have some compassion for those folks, because I think they're probably addicted to instant gratification and high stimulation. So I made this next sequence for you alone. Those folks who are bored with that part of my video, just watch this next sequence and watch it slow. Breathe, watch it again and again, and pretty soon you'll be able to appreciate it. Maybe you'll be able to overcome your need for instant gratification. And if you do watch it, there's a few surprises thrown in too along the way. So this is for you, and the rest of you don't have to watch it if you don't wanna. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me on DreamSideOut. I'll keep you all posted. And here's his sign. Thanks, man. Yep. Actually afraid to ask if there's actually somebody standing in those shoes. Is it the Invisible Man or what? Hello, sir? Anybody there?